All right, crazy layout. Let's jump into the Dorito side and some possible bounce shots. If you haven't watched the other two of my middle presence and the snake side, those are both videos that you should go back and check out just to see what are some other shots. So even if you only play the snake side, see what it is that can shoot you, because it doesn't matter if I can get here and shoot 73 people because I get shot if I move across. So there's no reason for that. So make sure that you guys are checking those out. And thank you again to ProEdgePaintball.com for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check the link in the description, and also if you use the code WatchLearnWin on any Pro Edge product, you can get 25% off, so can't beat that. All right, let's get into this Dorito side. So Dorito side, one thing that you're gonna notice right away, and I'll get into this a little bit later, but these Doritos can't watch down the wire. So if you have someone in your Dorito 4 here, you can't protect them. So by the time this guy gets bunkered on the outside, this player is not going to be able to see them, either here or here. The Dorito is outset a little bit, which means that someone could hypothetically come from here, hug this, come straight at the bunker, and then bunker this person without getting eliminated by someone down the wire. So if you are playing this bunker, just know that you need someone either in the brick or something else to watch over you. So don't think that you can just look inside and that you're safe, because if someone does that, then yeah. The same thing could be said if they go on the outside, the inside of the field and run the highway. Unless someone is posted down the wire, they might be able to get you clean. Of course, they're opened up to inside shots, but just as a little side note. So we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's look at the Dorito 1. So Dorito 1 doesn't look super useful. It looks like a spot that you can get to and then dive across. I wouldn't go here and then shoot cross. Not that that is ever a impossible thing, because there are times that you go to a further bunker across the field to lock down the other side of the field. It happens sometimes. The other thing is that you can shoot into your mirror and into the gap before your mirror. That's pretty much it. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing this as a super effective bunker. I'm seeing this as a get here and then figure out how to get to the Dorito 2 and 3 and kind of get down the field. Because even the Dorito 2 isn't fantastic. These bigger bunkers through here are blocking a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can shoot into this, we were calling this snake 1 and 2, so snake 2. You can, but if they're laying down, you're not going to shoot them. You're just not going to be able to. So even the wrap, you can see kind of the magenta, kind of reddish color here, is not really doing a whole lot. So people can stay hidden from you from this spot. Now, at least once you get to the Dorito 3, things do get a little bit better. You can shoot the inside, of course, you can wrap, and then once you start wrapping, this same shot that goes through here into this giant wing goes into the same as the can. So you can shoot through there, of course, pick up your barrel, but you do have that as an option, and then you can wrap and shoot into that little home mini brick with the cake on it, you know, whatever it is that you guys are going to call that. You can shoot into that. Where it's going to start getting better is once you move up, and because of these Doritos being outset, take advantage of that. You can maybe wrap a little bit lower and stay really tight and wrap, see who might be posted on you, and if there's no one, just dive straight in. If you come too far out wide, if someone does take a step out, they're going to be able to shoot you, but just know that you are going to be relatively okay to make this move. Again, that's not 100%. I think that if you hug it, you should be okay though. Once you get into this Dorito though is where things are going to get a little bit better for you to really start doing damage. So now you can actually watch down the wire. So you can stop players from making moves down the wire. You can wrap and shoot into this can. So now that guy that was able to help the snake side, maybe you can clip them in the pack and that frees up your snake. You can shoot into the snake itself. So you have the, we were calling this snake 3. So shooting into the snake 3, and then if they are into here and they're trying to move into your side, you can shoot that gap. It's going to make it really difficult for them to do anything. They could run up this way, but if there's anyone shooting this gap, they're not going to be able to move. So then they made all that work for nothing. This 50 stand-up wing is where things are going to get really good for you as a front player. The slant goes down towards the snake side, so see where the arrows are. If you shoot into that same can, so maybe even bypass that, just go straight in, you can get a better angle on it. If there's someone in that little brick, you can shoot into their pack. And then I have this over the top here because if you kind of tilt your loader in, you could shoot into this can. You can also play the wrap and shoot that same shot and shoot into here, but that shot is there as an option. It's not gonna be a guaranteed because it's a little bit more head on, but that is an option. So if they're pounding the outside and maybe they're hanging out a little bit, try to check the inside, pop up with your barrel, your loader tucked in a little bit. And it's gonna be a weird shot, but I think you might be able to clip someone there. So that's the Dorito side. I think the Dorito side is going to be more get to their side, and then that's where you're really going to be able to start picking up on people, just like any other field. But this looks pretty useless. This looks okay. This looks better. This is getting better. This is getting even better. And once you get to their side, then you can start picking up, wrapping, get to their, Dorito 2, Dorito 3, all of that. And it's just going to make things easier for that. All right, so Dorito side, done. It's a lot more simple than the snake side. Now let's look at the possible bounce shots. Now again, these are possible. I'm not saying 100% these are going to happen. So I guess we'll go snake side over to Dorito side. First one is from this little brick off the snake beam into the snake 2. This one I think should work. The angle looks like it's going to be okay, but they have to be playing this outside. If they're tucked in a little bit more, I think they might be okay, but maybe they're trying to put you in and you roll off and you shoot that gap, but also shoot the beam. It might be enough to skip in and catch them before they even start taking a step out. All right, so then we have I said snake side first, so let's go here. So the mini W, so bouncing off of here into this Dorito or from this snake 2. This one is probably better than from here, but I think you might be able to bounce it off here into this Dorito. So even though that they are probably playing more like the wrap or whatever, it might be enough that it comes in and catches the person off guard and just clips him in the pack. The other option from here is over the top of the cake off of the 50 snake, I guess is what we would call it, tower into the little W here. This one, the angle looks like it should be okay. Maybe shoot it more at the corner so that way it skips a little bit harder in, but that could be a possible option. From the Dorito 1 or Dorito 2, bouncing off of this tower might be enough to go into the brick. The brick is pretty safe, from what I'm seeing at least. I haven't seen anything that's like, oh, that's definitely going to go in and bounce in to shoot someone. Usually when there's a tournament, there's like pins there, so it makes it where you can't just sit, and they just bounce the shot into there. So this looks like it might be enough that you might be able to skip in and clip someone. From the Dorito 1 or the Dorito 3, I think you might be able to skip off the other Dorito 1 into the can. This is making this Dorito 1 a little bit better. I still wouldn't stay here, and I don't think that this is going to be a guaranteed shot, but it might be enough that, again, it pulls the person off of their shot, makes it easier for you to dive across, and then you can go to work. And then from the Dorito 1 off of the Dorito 2, this one I would put this pretty low as a percentage just by the angle of the Dorito. So skipping off there, I think it's going to probably bounce further back here, if anything. But I don't know, could be something, maybe they try to back up, and I don't know, but this could be something to try out. So be sure to put in the comments down below, what is it that are some other bounce shots? Tell me what you think of this layout too. MVPS did a very interesting one, is what I'll leave it at, and at least they're doing things that are different. This is a very untraditional snake, so that's definitely a good thing. Not a traditional field by any means, except for the Dorito side, and I guess maybe the middle. The snake is definitely the outlier in this one, but thank you so much again to ProEdgePaintball.com for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check the description down below for that link. And I will see you guys out at MVPS. I should be there at least one of the days, if not both days. So I'll see you guys out there. If you haven't checked out the other videos for the snake side in the middle, please go ahead and do that. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.